What's up, guys? Welcome back to GIO'S Wave, and today I have a story time for you. Now you see from the title, I'm going to be talking to you about basically my journey with having long hair, and it's a bittersweet one, to be honest. So I'm going to start from all the way from the beginning. So here we go. So back in elementary school, again, I had my hair majority of my life. So back in the elementary school, that's when I actually started growing out my hair. I never had like a major haircut, so I always had long hair, but my mom would cut it some, but then she just stopped cutting it. And that happened around maybe 3rd grade. My hair just kept growing. I realized she wasn't cutting it, and it just got super long. And then it started getting longer than all the girls in my classes. And so, so from there, I started to raise a lot of eyebrows with my friends. So, and then kids are brutally honest, so they say whatever's on their mind. But it wasn't. In 3rd grade, it was perfectly cool. Like, no one really said much. They thought it was cool that I had long hair. Then went to 4th grade. 4th grade, I was like 4th grade. I think I was a bad kid in 4th grade. I was a very bad kid in 4th grade. I actually got kicked out of my first 4th grade class, and then I got put into another 4th grade class. Yeah. So in 4th grade it was a little different. Now we're in a whole nother environment of people. In elementary school, you're with those people, your friends, the entire time, that entire year. And so, it was cool for the beginning. Everything was cool, but then you started finding people who did dislike me. I don't know for what reason they started disliking me. And so the number one target to do is just talk about how long my hair is and talk about how I look like a girl, right? That's how it was. At the time, I had a little crush on this one girl, and we actually started dating, and that weighed on her. And so it was like, come on, we're talking about 4th grade now. So it wasn't like a huge thing, but it was huge to me then. And she dumped me for, cause everyone's calling me a girl and all this other stuff. And then people was like, oh, you're dating a girl, yada yada yada. Cool. I mean, I could deal with that. At the end of the day, when I'm out in public, everyone stops me for it. So it was like it was a whatever thing. Now, but back then it wasn't a whatever thing. What am I talking about? Back then, that's right, it actually did hurt. I don't know, just who wants to go to class every day knowing these people just like you, knowing this one girl just broke up with you just because someone said you were a girl. And yeah, so I mean, that was my 4th grade. 4th grade was tough. 4th grade was tough. Then 5th grade, started coming to my own. Really not at that point. Me and the guy actually got friends again through basketball, and so everything was good again. And 5th grade, it was cool. 5th grade was cool. 6th grade was cool. I became the president of my 6th grade class. Everything was great. 6th grade was dope. And then I got moved to middle school. Middle school was chill. Also, yeah, middle school was chill. Everyone again liked my hair. It wasn't until I hit high school though. High school was tough. Keep in mind though, again, I only ever wore my hair in braids. I never laid my hair out because I really thought I looked like a girl. I had no facial hair, obviously, but I really thought I looked like a girl. So my mom always put in braids, either individuals, which basically box braids, or cornrows, or some designs. I don't know. That was in back then. So yeah. When I hit high school though, shoo, kids are brutal again, right? So I hit high school, now every middle school from around my way is now in this one school with me. I'm like, okay, cool, this is dope. And automatically you're gonna get enemies. You're gonna get some girls liking you, and it's gonna make some other guys mad. And I mean, that's what it was. That's what it was. And so my freshman year was, sophomore year was the worst, but freshman year was cool. I'm just happy to be there. yeah, it was great. It was fun. And then we hit our sophomore year. Sophomore year was just terrible. Like, I honestly hated my sophomore year. You're like, sophomore year is like just stuck. Like, it's literally the worst year of high school. Like, you have nothing to look forward to. Your freshman year, you're just glad to be there. Your junior, you can't wait to be senior. Senior, you can't wait to graduate. Sophomore year, you're stuck, right? So you're stuck. So I was stuck in sophomore year. And then we had just a couple guys who just disliked me. And actually, what's funny? What was it? A lot of them didn't even go to my school, but you know, the whole high school thing, you know, everybody goes to everyone's game, so it was a big thing. Everybody's dating between high schools, yada yada. Everyone's doing that thing, right? And so that's when everything started hitting. Like, now that's when all the rumors started about, like, oh, homie gay, or homie a girl. That would never go away. Homie a girl. Homies feminine, all this extra stuff, right? Cool. It wasn't cool at the time, but now I'm just saying it's cool. But you know, all that was going on for my whole sophomore year. I don't think I dated anyone my sophomore year. Obviously that didn't even help, but I didn't date anyone. Not that I couldn't, but it was just more so like, damn, like, for real, I thought, I mean, I just be chilling. And so, I mean, that's what it was. My sophomore year was brutal. Somehow I still was always homecoming king though, so that they could never take that away. I was homecoming king every year. What's up? Holla at your boy. But no, yeah, it was brutal, and it goes along with why I always had my hair like in braids. Like, just imagine if I was actually in high school and wore my hair out all the time. We're in high school. You got a guy with longer hair than all the girls, and it's like big curly. Like, I didn't even know what my hair could potentially look like when it's out, because I'd never done it, and I decided to do it. So then now, yeah. But anyways, I did that down a lot. But yeah, but just imagine if that was the actual thing, they would talk about me even more. But yeah, so that was my sophomore year. It was brutal. Like, it was just super tough. Yeah, I mean, what happened? Even my ex turned on me. Like, everybody was just turning on me. It wasn't until junior year that everything started looking up, for real. My junior year, that's when, like, everything. I came back. Didn't give one shit about anything anybody had to say. I was like, you know what, Gio, you just gonna go. You just gonna do your thing. And I got close to one of my homies who was like my best friend now. And you know, we all started like this little group, and the group was called ITE, right? And so, you know, that gave me a confidence booster, because, you know, it was a huge setback for me, you know, after, you know, a good freshman year going into sophomore year, then everybody just turning on me, and then junior year, you know, now, like, okay, now I'm in junior year. And so yeah, we got real close. We became like a group. It was like five guys of us. Five of us. That was 5 guys. Yeah. So yeah, we got real close, and what happened? Yeah, so we started traveling everywhere together. So like, we'll go to basketball games together, we'll go to all the football games together. We pretty much do everything together. And so we formed a bond. And so, you know, that gave me a huge confidence booster, because, you know, like, now I have my homies, and, you know, they support me and everything that I want to do. Because at the time I still wanted to be a model, and I still wanted to do all that. You know, I was still doing the fashion shows, and that didn't help either. You know, going in, wanting to be a model, you know, wanting to do fashion shows, wanting to do all this stuff. You know, because I like to be in front of a crowd, and you know, it was tough. Like, people that they didn't like really accept it at that time. Like, not at that time, but, you know, they would clown me for it, you know, like, oh, this, oh, that, you know. So that was tough. Not to mention me having long hair, you know. So the long hair was a killer part. I promise you, if I had short hair and did all those things, like want to be in fashion shows, want to be a model, I promise you it'll all be good. But it's because of the long hair that it was a huge setback. And, you know, I contemplated so many times on wanting to cut this hair. So many times. You got to realize, always getting bashed for it, you know, like, oh, well, if all I had to do was cut it, like, that seems like the simple route. But I mean, I don't know what it was. It just, I couldn't let myself cut it. I didn't even talk to anyone about it. I never came home and talked to my mom, saying, oh, or talk to anyone, brother, dad. I didn't talk to anyone about all the stuff that was going on. Like, why? I mean, it's high school, so I was like, oh, that's where we're all gonna go through that stuff. So yeah, so okay, So sophomore years, junior years continue going on. We formed this bond, and all me and my friends had this bond now. And so, we're going to the games, now we're going seeing everybody from other schools now, and I'm starting to get a little bit of facial hair, and starting to feel a little bit more confident in myself. Because sophomore year was definitely a letdown, and yeah, so then I started saying, who is that cute boy with the long hair, yada yada, all the girls say, oh, your hair is so nice, yada yada. So all that became a confidence boost now. But while that was still going up, a lot of guys started to dislike me again. So that's the thing though. Like soon as someone finds you as a threat, they automatically, the first thing they're gonna do is just beat you down. Not physically, but they're gonna try to beat you down mentally. Just talk a whole bunch of shit. That's the only thing they can't do. We're in high school. They ain't gonna do shit. So that's what it was for a very. I had my homies with them. So at that point, I didn't even care what anyone's saying anymore. So that's what it was. And then that happened the whole junior year. Then my whole senior year. Now I'm definitely going ahead like full confidence again. And senior year was my best year. Senior year I did what I wanted to do. Came to school super confident, and from there, I graduated. I graduated high school, then I went to college. So my freshman year in college, that's when I was like, damn, now I have no one to even talk about me because, I don't know anyone. I'm not here. Like, they don't know me. They don't know where I came from. They didn't know anything. So that's when I decided to start. That's when I really got confident because now I was like, oh, now I can go to an environment where no one actually knows me. So their first picture of me is what they see at that point, not how the people grew up with me saw me. And so it was so much easier. But trust me, as a kid, that was tough. Like you going through that, it was super tough. Yeah, especially always get called a girl. Of course, I actually did ask my mom a couple of times, like, hey, can I cut my hair? And she was like, nah, she wasn't about it. To be real, I think she just didn't want to take me every day to go get a fucking to go get a haircut. But yeah, that's what it was. Because haircuts get expensive. So the cheaper route was, you know what? Hey, let's just give him, let's just not do anything to his hair, right? And so that's what we did. And so, and I was cool with it too. But yeah. So that's when I decided, freshman year of college, I decided to make, 2013, I decided to make a YouTube channel, right? If you didn't know, it's like my first 2 videos, right? Started to make a YouTube channel, and yeah, I mean, it was very mediocre, it was very small. I only made 2 videos, but then after those 2 videos, I was like, dang, like, people saw it, and then they was like, oh, why are you talking about hair, bro? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I mean, people always ask me about it. Why not talk about my hair, And so that raised our eyebrows. So they had that's when social media started to get big, and people like, oh, you're talking about your hair, you're this, you're that, you're that, the third. We all know, like, and then so I was just like, damn, cool. So we back at square one, right? So now I had to deal with that. Now I had to deal with social media people, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't really know y'all, so it doesn't really matter. Y'all are computers, so what are you saying? But then deep down, it did hurt, because I wanted to be like not paying attention to it, but I was paying attention to it, and so I stopped. And it wasn't until March. I think it was March when I decided. March of 2017. 4 years later, I got the confidence. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's not like I wasn't not confident. It was just I don't know why it took me so long to get back to it, but yeah, it did. It took me 4 years to get back to YouTube, and talk about what I wanted to talk about. So now I'm talking about it, and look at me now. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm in like the greatest situation ever, but I'm in a way better situation. And it's pretty funny because at any point in time I could definitely cut my hair and not care. And then I definitely have no one ever talks to me or say anything bad about me. But look at me now. So to all those people who doubted me, to all those people who made fun of me, to all those people who were haters, to all those people who just disliked me for no reason, like had no reason to dislike me. How mad are you? Like, how mad are you? Like, this is funny because, I mean, I guess I was an easy target. I don't know what it was, but you just never know where people are gonna go, and you just never know what people are gonna do. So, just be nice to people, you know. I don't know what it is that people always want to talk down people or not see other people succeed, but you know, just let people just be them and do them, you know. Let me have my hair. Let me just do what I want to do. If I don't want to cut my hair, I'm not gonna cut my hair. If I don't want to do this or that, I'm not gonna do it. So everyone who's in the comments also who is just saying like, oh, whatever you're saying that's negative, go ahead and say it. But I'm still gonna do what I want to do, because now, like, if you don't get the bigger picture, not caring and doing what you specifically want to do, it'll get you where you need to be, and they will still be there hating. So you know, yeah. So that's the story of growing up with long hair. I mean, tough. It was super tough, but we made it. Definitely made it. And now look, my brother's growing their hair. My older brother grew his hair. Everybody grew their hair. And then what's up? Now we're trending. But anyways, please like this video if you like the video. Subscribe if you like my videos. Please comment below. Tell me what you want to see next. Tell me if you like this video. Tell me if you disliked it. What else? Hit the bell. Actually, you know, the bell that tells you when I actually post. So please hit the bell. And yeah, with that being said, as always, thank you for tuning back into GIO'S Way. You know, gotta stay wavy. Yeah. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah.